Well, it is week 3 of LCS, day 2, with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined right now by Tactical, who's very distracted by members of his former team, and we're going to find out with him in a second what he thinks of the game that they just played against C9. So let's find out. So Tactical, what are you talking to these guys about?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I just got it all on camera. Okay. How are things going with TSM? It seems like it's been a bit tough, but you guys won yesterday, so I'm hoping that feels a bit better.
Yeah, so actually we're all doing fine right now, even though we lost. I think the most important thing that changed from previous weeks and this week is that we had like a direction. We had like a certain win con, regardless of whether or not it's like the right thing to do or not in the meta. I think the most important thing is that we had something going on for us, and we just followed that.
Okay, so what happened this week to allow you guys to figure that out? Because do you think that the issue previously was that you guys were a little directionless in game? That's kind of what I'm interpreting based off of what you said to me.
I think it's not we were directionless before. It's more like we had too many directions.
Gotcha.
But going into this week, we had a really after our losses last week, it was really hard for us.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of talks, and then we were starting to sync up a lot of ideas, and then we started agreeing more, like talking about draft together more. And then as a result, we were able to come up with stuff we all agree to.
Okay. All right. So how are you dealing with this? Because I know obviously it's been a tough start to the split for you personally. You're on a new team. You had all those losses. So how's your personal mental been these past couple weeks? You seem like you were having a good time talking to the guys now. So
honestly, my mental has been completely fine.
Okay.
It was kind of sad, maybe like after week 1, because I didn't expect the 0-2 start.
Yes.
And then week 2 is also 0-4. Didn't expect that at all. And then after we won yesterday, I was pretty happy. Yeah. Even though I've seen people say it's like a horrible game, we ourselves also made a lot of mistakes that it's like small things. And personally, I'm doing fine in terms of my own confidence. Yeah. I think the problem with that team is not individual skill. It's more about like being on the same page.
So for you, things are working out now with the team. Unfortunately, there's a chance. Actually, if these guys lose today, then you guys will be, I think, in sole possession of last place. Oh. Yes. So are you a huge TL fan right now?
Yeah. Once a TL, always a TL.
No, but I mean, how worried are you by the position in the standings? Because obviously we're halfway through the split, and so playoffs, I think, are starting to look further out of reach for you all.
Are we halfway?
So there's 6 weeks in the spring split. We just finished week 3 for you. So
I didn't know it was that short.
Yes.
Well, probably, if I'm being realistic, if we don't like make a drastic improvement, we probably just have to improve as much as we can will be the goal. Yeah. And trying to find out what we're good at heading into summer. I think that will be the best and most realistic option for us.
I should say there are super weeks coming up. So I think you at least have that. Next week is a super week, so maybe we're not halfway through the games, even if we're halfway through the week split. What has it been like working with the players on the team on TSM? Because I know a lot of people are probably the impression I had is you'd probably be really excited to be reunited with Speaka at least, because I know you guys are pals.
Yeah, so me and Speaka are pals. It's been going well. And even Huni, he's like, I didn't expect him to understand so much English slang at first. He feels like he's just straight up from NA. Yeah. I kind of is. So I think us three have a really good core, and we have really good like connection with each other. And even with the other Chinese players, I think we're connecting with them well. We're like, I think Kaido's is actually learning English really fast. So that's really nice to see, and we're like trying to like let him know what memes are. Like first time he ever streamed, he was asking what this means, and it was Monka S.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're teaching him all the Twitch lingo. Yeah. Obviously, this week you played with Yursan. So how was that?
It was a smoother transition than I thought it was gonna be. It seems like I guess since he did play Academy last year, he does have more like experience of what maybe TSM wanted him to play. And so also Speaka and Yursan are like friends, and he's also interacted with Tuni, so in terms of like personalities and like relationships with the team, we kind of fit in because our top jungle was like also friends. It was a pretty seamless transition. I'd say it's pretty lucky.
I guess I have to ask, do you think that we will continue to see your son on the team going forward, especially given that it seems like from what what I'm hearing from you, the team felt a little bit more cohesive this weekend?
It's really hard to say because after our losses, like I said earlier, we talked a lot, but then we did go with their son, so like it's kind of hard to say what would have happened.
Yeah.
So I actually have to say I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's not your specific decision. They're not going to hit you up and ask specifically, but I had to ask. All right. Other than that, any other things? What did you think of the LS news? Do you have any thoughts on it? Obviously, a different team, but
everyone was pretty shocked. We didn't expect that at all, especially since we're playing versus them tomorrow or today, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know what to say about that.
Yeah. It's fair. I mean, I think that's what a lot of people's reaction is, but I figured I'd just ask folks. Finally, what do you think of Champions Queue? Have you been playing it?
Yes, I have been playing Champions Queue. I think it's for sure better than solo queue.
Okay.
I think the low ping is enjoyable. I do enjoy that because sometimes I will have to play solo queue in the morning or before the 6 p.m. starts, and I could definitely tell, even especially after playing more Champions Queue, that out in lower ping, that ping difference is like, it hits me at least. I don't know about others, but I think it's nice. I didn't expect everyone to be in comms. I expected more of an environment where people just chill and just queue up and then just play. Yeah. But I guess since it's in comms, I think it's not bad either. People are like more playing the team game.
Do you like the comms aspect of it? Because I feel like there's some mixed feelings about it among the players.
The only thing about everyone doing comms is that it feels like sometimes you're just in the mood to just play League and chill and not talk. But the thing is, like, let's say you don't join the comms and the other team is all 5. It kind of creates like an unfair like communication balance. Yeah. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work, but ideally, maybe. I mean, so far most games I've seen everyone's doing comms. So.
Well, I'm going to pull up the fan question that I know will happen is, well, hey, isn't it better for everybody in comms if you want to just play League and chill? Isn't that you're not actually going to get better at League of Legends if you're just playing League and chill?
It's not always about. Sometimes it's about the vibe.
Okay.
Sometimes you are really tired, especially after scrims. Yeah. Maybe all you want to do is just play League, but not actually like. And just focus on your lane or whatever you want on individual stuff, and it can be very tiring after some days where like you just play 5 games of scrims, and you just feel tired, you're pooped out, and then you talk even more the whole night. Yeah. Okay. I think for some people like me, at least, I would want to just chill and play sometimes. Yeah. Maybe
introvert versus extrovert energy a little bit. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Well, I hope we can keep showing improvement. I think in terms of a team, we had, even though we're like maybe in the lower league, but I think inside we made a lot of improvements, and I think that's going good for us. And just want to do the best we can.
Thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Oh my God. There's just so much space. I have so much space now. It's not like when I'm sitting in my chair in my office trying to interview people. I can just move all over the place. People can walk in and out. It's just so nice to be back. And if you would like a bunch of space, maybe you should look at the new 34-inch monitor from Alienware. It's an ultra-wide. There's so much space. They also have a great 17-inch notebooks. I mean, they got a bunch of stuff, but like if you're just in the market for space, go take a look at that. Also space-themed because the color palettes, it's Lunar Light and Dark Side of the Moon for some of their hardware. So it's also space-themed because of the alien thing. But again, Anyway, they're my sponsor. Thanks for sponsoring. You can check out the link in the description below. And yeah, it's just good to be back in space.